Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just like always, I like to jump right into it. So today's lesson is going to be about pentatonics. And you know how you can get stuck in that pentatonic world where you're just playing one position the same way all the time? Let's break that. Hey guys, real quick before we get into it, if you haven't visited the Bass Nation Academy by now, I strongly suggest you go do so. There's much more available at daricbennett.com, including hours and hours of step-by-step tutorials that'll help guide you to that next level. On top of that, there's loads of topics and categories that we cover. There's even access to full interviews with some amazing bass players, as well as live streamed webinars exclusively for members only. All right, guys, so head over and check it out for simply no cost to you at all. You get a free 3-day trial to go ahead and poke around the site and see how it fits you. So links to the Bass Nation Academy can be found in the description below. And I'll also put some other links in there. I know you guys ask me a lot about what gear I use. I'll put those links down there as well. All right, guys, so enough of that. You can either go check it out now or when you're done watching this video. On to the lesson. All right, guys, so this is going to be simple and straight to the point. We're working with the major pentatonic scale. C major pentatonic scale, we're going to start there just so it's easier to recognize no sharps or flats, okay? So we got C, D, E, G, A, and back to C. Those are our 5 notes or 6 separate notes that we're going to be using. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the octave is the same note. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break out of that shell. We're going to break out of that pattern of playing that scale the same way all the time. So what we're going to do is use like an inversion of that scale. Hey, buddy. So what I mean by that is we're going to take these 5 separate notes and we're going to invert them. So we're going to use the same exact notes. I'll put it on the screen here. We got C, D, E, G, A, and back to C. Okay, so 5 separate different notes. And the next time we're going to play the D starting on the bottom. So the next time we're going to play D, E, G, A, and back to C. All right. And then we always end on the same note we started on. But just as a reference, same thing for the next. We're going to start on E, G, A, C, D, E. So we're just inverting the scale so that the next note will start on the bottom or will start first of the next pattern. Okay, so let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So we got C, D, E, G, A, back to C. The next one, we're going to shift up for this one, position wise. We're going to do D, E, right? Makes it easier. G, A, C, D. Boom, right there. We got 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. That's the next pattern. Okay, so first pattern, next pattern. Okay, so what's the next note of that pentatonic scale? We got C, D, E. So we're going to start here on the A string. I'm going to do all of these on the A string, starting on the A string, so it makes it easier for you. So you're just moving up the neck. So those are the notes that we have to play. So we have to remember E, G, A. What's the next note? C. We're just going it back around. We're just flipping it around. So we're playing the same exact notes, but we're going in order still. So we got E, G, A, C, D, and then the note that we started on, E. Boom. So we're going to do that for each note of the pentatonic scale, the C, the D, the E, the G, the A, and we're back home to the C. All right, so next, what do we have? So we did C, D, and E. Now we have G. So we got G. What's the next note? I'll keep that on the screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So just follow along with me. You got G. What's the next note? A, C, D, E. Okay. And then the next note, this is the first note that we started on, which is G. All right. So the fingering for that will be 2. I like to do 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4. Got it? The next one, last but not least, we're going to do the A. And a little side note, think about the relationship of every single one of these patterns. They can go along with a mode as well, as we've learned before in previous lessons. So this will be the Ionian mode. The second one, that'll be part of the Dorian. That'll be Phrygian, right? The next one will be Mixolydian. In this case, we're playing the pentatonic scale, skipping the 4th note. The Mixolydian. All right, but you get it, right? So this can be based off of that, but we're using the notes inside of the pentatonic scale, so don't get confused by that. So last but not least, we got A. So A would be the minor or the Aeolian. You base it off of that. So you have A, C, D, E, G, G, and you're back at the A, right? And that looks familiar as well. We've done the minor pentatonic scale thousands of times. So that is literally the minor pentatonic scale because it's the relative minor of C major. Right? So relative minor of C major will be the A minor or the A pentatonic scale in this case. Let's put that together. So I want to do a 5-note pattern. I want to do up and down, including the octave, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Next. 3, 4. 3, 4. And then we're going to go to the next. 3, 4. 3, 4. Gonna go to the next. Oh, skip one, sorry. 3, 4. 3, 4. Next. 3, 4. All right, so you get the idea. So let's put this in context. Let's create a little groove, have it sitting up under this exercise that we're getting ready to do. So let's do. So right here, I'm playing the 4 to the 6 to the 2. So of C major. Okay, so I'm just coming off with the top of my head. So, but we're still in the key of C. So the 4th degree of C major, you get it, right? 4, 6, 2. And then I walk up from the 1 to the back to the 4. Just wanted you guys to understand exactly what I was doing. Right, so let's add a little bit more. You got it? Let's just work with that. I'm just creating off the top of my head here. So we got, right, that's the first one. Next, E. And listen to how these sound on top of it. I like that one. A, last one. I like that one too. You guys get the hang of it, right? So you get the idea. All right, guys, so like always, take the concept and run with it. You see, we just created a simple bass line to play on top of this exercise. You can apply that to all of the other exercises that we've done just to be a little bit more creative with your practice routine. And I think that will really push you to want to practice even more. Just be conscious of what key it's in or if it's major or minor, but you guys get the idea, you get the concept. Make sure your notes are coming out clean, clear, and precise. And if you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me. That's what I'm here for. I'll see you guys in the next one.